Hi everyone, welcome to Asian Voices, your source for Asian American and Pacific Islander culture, lifestyle, and entertainment throughout Southern California. I'm your host, Kathleen Choi. Today, we bring you the fascinating and inspiring stories of Asian and Pacific Islanders who have made a name for themselves and are now making a difference in their communities. Our host, Melissa, visits the Pacific Islander Festival held at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach to discover the rich and diverse cultures of the Pacific Islander community. Later, Teresa visits with award-winning Asian American designer Kenneth Barlis, whose spectacular and unique designs have been featured in major fashion shows and publications, as well as the Miss California USA pageant. But first, let's join Wendell Phila as he journeys through a unique castle right in Redondo Beach, California, that is home to Sisuepahn Phila, also known as Lady of Magic. She has performed her magic for top celebrities and at the esteemed Magic Castle in Hollywood. Now she's focused on inspiring and helping children through performing her magic for charitable organizations.
I hope you're all ready for a magical experience, as this next amazing talent is known as the Lady of Magic. We're here at the Redondo Beach Castle, home of the one, the only Sisuepahn Phila, and her dazzling display of magic and charisma has garnered global attention from thousands of fans all over the world, including some famous celebrities. Let's go meet her.
Welcome to my castle. I've been expecting you.
Sisuepahn, thank you for having me at your magical castle.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad you were here.
You are known as this amazing magician. So tell us, how old were you when you discovered your talent?
Oh, wow. Actually, I started magic kind of late, in my early 30s. So now I'm telling you my age.
You started at early 30s?
Yes.
What inspired you to do it?
Well, actually, it's just totally by accident. I think I just got lucky. I met somebody at a stoplight, and he turned out to be a magician, and he did magic for me. I was in awe. I was like, oh my God, that was the coolest thing. I want to do that. It's such a great icebreaker, and it'll be great for, meeting people, or for sales, or for anything, and I was in awe by magic. So.
Absolutely. Were there any specific magicians that inspired you, that you looked up to?
Well, there's few. There's different type of magic, like close-up magic. My partner, Brian Gillis, he's definitely one of my favorite. I like his style. He's really fast and he's very quick and very funny. And then I got my new teacher, Tim Wise.
Tim Wise. So you had a lot of people that inspired you,
yes.
obviously. Well, let me ask you this. Being female in a field that's male-dominated, combined with being Asian, what were some of the challenges that you faced?
I think it's a plus being a female because there's a very few of us. So we become exotic and we become kind of mysterious. And so we bring in a different type of magic. We kind of bring in a lot of finesse, a lot of beauty, and because of being female. And you know how we are, we're mysterious women. Women
Absolutely.
are mysterious, right? You guys can't figure us out.
No, absolutely not.
Still working at it, right?
Very good. And tell us, how did your career explode? You have all this celebrity attention. How did it all take off for you?
I go to the Magic Castle quite a bit, and
in Hollywood.
Yes, in Hollywood. Yes, in Hollywood, and I get to meet a lot of celebrities. And when they see my shows, and they go, "Oh, why don't you come to my house and do my, girlfriend's birthday party or whatever?"
Tell us, who were some of those celebrities that you met, and what were that like?
Wow, my favorite, of course, Johnny Depp. He's so hot. I did his birthday 2 times, one at the Magic Castle and one at his house. And he was so nice and quiet, but it's so interesting to talk to him. He's like soft-spoken, but such a cool guy.
Nice.
And then Anthony Hopkins was just adorable. He was just so adorable. But I met so many good people,
Sue, I think what we're all excited to see are some of your favorite magic tricks.
Oh, yeah?
Can you show us your magic today?
Okay. This is my first one that I learned in the magic because it always brings a smile to everyone. You see that? It's a little sponge ball, right? If I squeeze it real hard like this, I get 2 of them.
Wow.
All right, we'll take this 2. And hold on, don't do anything yet. I got one more. I'll take this one. I'll put it in my left hand.
Okay.
Open up. Put it right here. You got all 3.
Oh, I got all 3 balls. Amazing. So Sue, there's this popular video on YouTube where people just can't seem to levitate you.
Lift me.
Yes, there are some very strong bodybuilders who are incredibly powerful, and they just couldn't lift you up off the ground. And I want to be known as the first man to be able to do that. So can I pick you up? I mean, lift you.
Lift me, okay. Sure, okay, we'll give it a try.
All right, sounds great.
Okay.
I want to be the first man to conquer the Georgia Magnet.
Oh, really?
Tell us how it works.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna be light as possible for you. All right, this is how you do it, okay? But use your legs, grab me like this, and use your legs, and just lift me up.
Okay.
I'm about 115 pounds.
Okay.
Can you bench?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I'm ready for
perfect.
this.
Go real hard like this, and then use your leg. Oh, wow, you are strong.
Yes, I've been lifting for this.
Cool. All right, now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my little magic. Just grab it by the waist again, the same spot. Okay, use your legs, you know yourself. I'm gonna close my eyes. When I close my eyes, I'm gonna do some incredible thing. Just look my eyes, okay? Go ahead.
Okay, one more time. I give up, Sue. I guess I'm not going to be the first guy to do this.
I'm sorry. That's okay, don't feel bad.
How can people book you for their next party or event?
Well, just go to my website. It's ladyofmagic.com. If you need to raise money, just call me. We'll bring a big show and we'll help you make a lot of money. Yes.
So Sue, I had a magical time at your castle. Thank you so much for having us today.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming. Yes.
All right, well, hope you had a great time as well. This is Wendell, PLA for Asian Voices. Have a magical day.
Thank you, Asian Voices.
Daddy sent you another one.
Whoa. Addy, do you know why ghosts don't slip?
You've worked hard to be successful for your family. Working together, we can help manage your money so you can broaden their horizons.
Adi, Daddy's on the phone.
Daddy, I miss you. Oh, I got the answer. Flying fish can...
Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
Welcome back to Asian Voices. Are you ready to see some elegant fashion designs that have been inspired by one man's life journey? I'd say that's the perfect way of describing the inspiration behind this up-and-coming fashion designer, Kenneth Barlis. If you love fashion, you're in for a treat as Kenneth shares his philosophy for success in life with our host, Teresa Meng.
The Kenneth Barlis brand has been widely acclaimed and gaining recognition in the fashion world, whose collections have been featured in major fashion and lifestyle publications worldwide. Today, I'm about to meet with a young and inspirational designer himself at his private showroom in San Diego. Hi everyone, this is Teresa here today with the award-winning Kenneth Barlis. Thank you so much for having me here today. I know you're extremely busy with all your projects and everything that's going on.
So right now we're so busy with the pageant. So we're working with the Miss California.
Oh, wow.
And so Miss California USA, and we have fashion shows coming up for our annual event. We're opening our retail store. So there's so many things that we are on the plate right now.
I read that you came here in 2005 from the Philippines.
Yes.
And in such a short amount of time, in only 10 years, you've already done so much for yourself. So tell me a little bit how you got started in fashion design.
So initially, I started in medical field, and then when I found out that it's not my calling, so I enrolled in fashion program in FIDM, and then that's where everything started.
So why did you choose San Diego of all places?
You know, that's where my whole family is from. So we originated in San Diego, and
okay.
Even though I travel so much for work and going to international fashion events, I love San Diego. It's my home, so I wanted to stay in San Diego.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how you started in bridal and evening wear, because that is what you're known for, correct?
Yes. So growing up in the military, all I see is camouflage. So for me, designing for evening wear, it would be like another part of the world that I haven't seen before. I never see any magazines until I was in college, and that's where I figure out that there's actually a lot more colors than just camouflage, so yeah.
Kenneth, I hear you are the official designer for the Miss California USA pageant. How did you get involved in that?
So yes, it was so funny. So 3 years ago, when I started working with them, they just invited me for a fashion show to showcase my collection. And the person in charge for that was accidentally is the producer or the director of Miss California USA. And then she loves my collection. From then on, we work with the California magazines. The next thing I know, I judged the Miss California pageantry,
wow.
And then now we're working with the Miss California itself, and hopefully for the Miss USA competition.
Now, what's unique about your gowns versus other designers' gowns?
What makes it unique is actually my story, my whole input to it. Because like what I said, when I create designs, it's more of like my personal storytelling and creating it to a garment. So it's when I wanted to make like a princess gown, like, can I picture myself in it? And I know that that's so cliche to say, but that's really like how I envision it. And I think as a designer, I wanted to translate my vision to a reality. And yeah, so it's just really fun for me to do.
Now, if you can dress one person in the whole world, who would you choose to design for?
I would choose Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway is like the modern Cinderella for me, and as my collection or my brand is all about whimsical approach, I think she is like the living princess for me in the Hollywood scene that I would love and get an honor to dress for her. And I mean, just make something for her would just be a dream for me.
For all the young aspiring fashion designers, what advice can you offer them?
You know what? Just be your own color, and always just be unique and stay to yourself, because everybody have their own story. And like for me, I need to prove to them that this is my life, this is your story. And I think for the young designers, that's what you needed to be successful. It's just keep working hard and always just have the perseverance and never give up.
So I have to tell you something. I've been dying to try one of your dresses.
Yeah.
Would you mind dressing me and,
of course.
and
it's
showing
gonna be
me your
exciting.
collection?
Of course. Let's do it.
Awesome. Now, before you show me these, I want to ask you, what are 3 fashion tips you would give to somebody looking to purchase a dress?
You know what? The first thing is always be comfortable. And second, always know your body type, because that's where it will determine what would work best for you and what doesn't. Because no matter how amazing the dress looks, but if it doesn't fit right on your body, then it's not gonna give the justice. And I think lastly, always find a focal point in your outfit. It's either going to be a necklace or like a big earrings or like a simple top or a crazy bottom. Always find that one focal.
So this dress right here, would this be the focal point then?
Yes, so the patterns, if you're going to look at the patterns here, it is inspired from my Cancun trip. So like what I mentioned earlier, when I designed something, it's come from so many ideas, but this specific dress comes from the Cancun. And if you go think about like Mayan civilizations, the color and then the pattern making of it, and like if you look at the details of that, everything is stitched by hand, and it's Swarovski crystals, and it's originally from Japan.
Tell me about this one here.
Yeah, so this is actually one of my favorite. It's very modern fairy tale. So you have the modern touch to it. So it has like the mini skirt inside of a gown. So and you can see through your legs if you wear this. It's really fun, and the whole bottom skirt is like the focal point of this, which makes it very different because usually it's on top, but now this we make it in the bottom, and everything is like custom made and embroidered by hand. So would you like to try it on actually?
Oh, I would love to. This one's beautiful. Thank you so much, Kenneth, for having me here and showing me your gorgeous designs and letting me try on this beautiful dress. I had such an amazing time.
No, thank you for coming here, and thank you for Asian Voices for allowing me to share my story.
It's been so inspirational.
Thank you.
Now, for our viewers, where can they find out more about you and your store?
So you can follow me on Instagram and also in Facebook, but don't forget to check our store in La Jolla, California, coming up soon.
I definitely will be there.
Exciting.
This is Teresa from Asian Voices.
Salamat.
Aloha and welcome back. When you hear the term Pacific Islander, what comes to mind? Most of you would likely think of hula dancers under swaying palm trees or surfers in the turquoise waters of Tahiti. Pacific Islanders actually refers to a much larger indigenous population of people living amongst thousands of islands spread throughout in the vast Pacific Ocean. Divided into 3 regions called Polynesia, Melanesia, and Micronesia. All these regions, however, share a common ethnic ancestry tied to mainland Asia. Host Melissa De Leon puts on her little grass skirt to attend the 12th annual Pacific Islander Festival at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach and experiences for herself the rich and diverse cultures of the Pacific Islands through music, dance performances, as well as traditional craft demonstrations.
Aloha, friends! Today I am in Long Beach, California at the Aquarium of the Pacific for the 12th annual Pacific Islander Festival. This is a weekend-long celebration and it celebrates the rich and diverse island cultures. Watching some beautiful dancing here today, and I have here with me Kapua, who is a Hawaiian dancer and the leader of this beautiful dance group we've been checking out. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of your group and how it got started?
Sure. We actually got started many years ago. My mother was my original hula instructor, and my father was the lead musician in the band back in the day. So,
tell us a little bit about what dance means to your culture.
Well, hula is, as most know, it's the language of the heart, but more importantly, it's the heart, the mana, which is a spirit that resides within, that's evoked. And that comes from heaven above, really. It emanates from, who we call Keakua, which is God.
That's beautiful. There's a lot of heart, and I see a lot of heart in your dancers when they're performing also. They are so talented. How do they prepare for a show like this?
Most of them are they do professional shows on the side, so they have this down like a glove.
I am joined by the man in charge of this very successful festival. Peter, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Thank you for joining us. Tell me what your role is in this festival and how you've been planning it.
I'm the festival coordinator. The aquarium has recognized that there are many different ways to do outreach. Our mission is to educate people about the ocean and about taking care of the ocean. And we found that particularly, every community has its own relationship with the ocean, and obviously the Pacific Islanders are very dependent on the ocean for their entire way of life. And coming here and doing their dances and exhibiting all of their cultural wares helps people connect to them, and they can say, this is how we take care of the ocean. This is part of our traditional way of life.
Mainly our role is to introduce the people of Long Beach and also the visitors on the culture of the Pacific Islanders, namely the Hawaiians, the Samoans, the Tongans, and the Marshall Islanders. And this year we brought back the Fijians. So we're trying to increase the diversity here.
Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Belinda Tiava, and I'm one of the drummers.
And
I'm Mitz Tiva. I'm one of the drummers too as well. The drums of the island speaks for our ancestors, for the warriors, and not only that, it shares the diversity of our culture.
I have one last question for you, though, okay?
Yes.
Where are my island boys? Where do I find me some island boys? Wow, look Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you guys for being here today. I love this job, okay? Thanks everyone for joining me today. I had such a great time, and it was also a very educational day, learning about the different Pacific Island communities and also learning about global ocean issues and how they affect the Pacific Islands. Hope you enjoyed it, and until I see you next time, this is Melissa with Asian Voices. Mahalo!
Daddy sent you another one.
Whoa. Addie, do you know why goats don't slip?
You've worked hard to be successful for your family. Working together, we can help manage your money so you can broaden their horizons.
Adi, Daddy's on the phone.
Daddy, I miss you. Oh, I got the answer. Flying fish can...
Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
Thanks for watching today's show, and I'll leave you with our music video of the week. Be sure to also check us out on AsianVoices.tv and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm your host, Kathleen Choi, and I'll see you next time on Asian Voices.
Say whatever you want to, I'd hear it anytime. Slowly I've been falling into this age. You say, I bet, save me. Lately I've been smiling the real kind, but baby, you're real kind. It's so kind of like the sunshine. Kind of, oh my. I got a mind to use you. You're good. Good time. Really good. Really good time. Really good time. It's rainy without your touch, and baby, I miss you much. You're like the morning rush, wakes me up on the up and up. Better at base, I'm blessed. This could be effortless. How it is like the sunshine.